Charles became king at just 11 years old, which, let's be real, is way too young to be ruling anything besides a Minecraft server. At 20, he finally took power, and everyone was like, wow, he's actually pretty good at this. They called him Charles the Beloved because he was smart, charming, and didn't set people on fire. You know, basic king behavior. But then, the stress started to creep in. Endless wars with England? Hello, 100 Years' War. Scheming uncles who wanted his throne. Bad royal in-laws as usual. It was only a matter of time before something snapped. It started small. He'd have mood swings, forget people's names, and zone out in meetings. Then came the big breakdown. In 1392, on a hot summer day, Charles was riding with his men through a forest when some guy dropped a spear. Just clink! And that was it. Charles turned around and went full berserker mode. Traitors! He drew his sword and attacked his own knights. Killed 4 of them in a blind rage. Then collapsed like nothing happened. That's when his court went, alright, he needs help. So they brought in the medieval version of a therapist, which was probably like a priest, an astrologer, and someone's aunt with healing herbs. This guy tried everything. Prayer, potions, talking, quiet walks. And at first, Charles calmed down until one therapy session too many, where the therapist allegedly said something like, Your Majesty, perhaps your trauma comes from your childhood, or maybe your father. And boom! That was it. You dare accuse the royal bloodline? Off with his head. He had the therapist arrested, accused him of witchcraft, and executed him publicly. That's right, the first king to cancel his therapist, literally. But it didn't stop there. Charles soon developed what doctors now call the glass delusion. He believed, truly believed, that he was made of glass, and if anyone touched him, he'd shatter into pieces. So what did he do? Refused to let people near him, sat on pillows all day, wore reinforced clothing like some kind of medieval bubble wrap. This man was walking around the castle like an anxious wine glass. But the craziest part? He kept ruling, kind of. In between psychotic breaks, he'd come back, run things for a week, then disappear for months. France was basically ruled by vibes. Eventually, Charles became a puppet. His relatives ran the country while he stared at windows and talked to ghosts. He died in 1422 after 30 years of madness, outliving his enemies, his advisors, and yes, his therapist. So what did we learn? Don't stress out, 11-year-olds. Therapy is helpful, but maybe not when your client is a paranoid king. And if you ever feel like you're made of glass, maybe take a break from politics. Or at least don't kill your therapist. Like, comment, and subscribe for more wild history you weren't taught in school. And remember, stay curious. But not too curious if you work for royalty.